Welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Kristen, and today I'll be sharing with you a restorative practice. This practice is great for any time that you need to unwind, de-stress, maybe after a workout or a long day, before bed. And whenever you're ready, we'll get started in a seated position. Any comfortable seat for you, preferably one where your sits bones, your tailbone is connected with the ground. You can sit with your legs crossed, your legs stretched out long, or butterfly legs, and resting your hands in whatever position feels good for you. Palms can flip up towards the sky, resting on the knees, or you can rest your palms down on your knees, maybe bringing your hands to heart center or in your lap. Just beginning to settle into a still position that feels good for you. And when you're ready, closing down your eyes, begin to draw your awareness inward. Gently observing your breath, noticing how your breath feels in this moment, and making that shift into a state of presence. Letting go of any need to analyze, judge, perfect, or force, and settling into a state of just being. Notice how you feel in your physical body. Create a tall spine by gently pressing your tailbone down into the ground and growing tall all the way up through the crown of your head. And gently releasing any extra tensions or efforts in the body, allowing all of your little facial muscles to relax, releasing your jaw, letting your shoulders roll down your back, and maybe letting go of a little bit more effort or tension in your hips, your hamstrings. Take a little bit deeper breath in. And sigh that breath out. And do that again. Nice, slow, full breath in. Little pause at the top of this breath. And sigh that out. One more time. Take a full breath in. A little bit bigger this time. And pause once you're full. And sigh that out. Let it go. On your next inhale, when it comes, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, roll your shoulders down and back, creating a nice open chest, open heart. And do that again. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, roll back, open. One more time like that. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up. Exhale, roll back. Keeping that opening in your chest, sit onto your right hand. So just placing your hand palm down underneath your right side butt cheek or glute muscle. And when you're ready, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Steady your breath in and out through your nose. And gently begin releasing any of the extra tensions or efforts in your body. A reminder that it doesn't have to be forced to be effective. So allowing more of that ease in the body to balance the effort. Let that left shoulder relax just a little bit more. Soften all the little muscles in your face and your jaw. Take a full breath that you notice. And an easy breath out. Do that one more time. Take a breath in and let that go. And very gently bring your head back up through center. This time turn your chin to your left shoulder and tuck it down. Once again, taking a moment to gently release any of the extra tensions. Check in with your hips and your legs, relaxing any extra effort in your lower half. Take a breath that you notice and soften with this breath out. Do that one more time. Take a breath in. Easy breath out. And gently bring your head back through center. Peel that right hand out. Use an inhale to squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Reset. This time we'll sit onto the left hand. And when you're ready, dropping that right ear to your right shoulder, creating that stretch in the left side of your neck now, and steady your breath, drawing your attention inward, checking in with your body. Notice how this feels. Notice anywhere that you can let go just a little bit more of anything that's not serving you, any extra tension in the body or the mind. Checking in to make sure you've still got that nice tall spine. And making sure that the shoulders are not hunching or rounding over, but they're still drawn back. Heart lifting up and through. Take a breath here. And soften with this breath out. Do that again. Deep breath in. Easy breath out. On your next inhale, bring your head back up through center. This time turning your chin to your right shoulder and tucking it down. Steady your breath. Notice anywhere that you can soften. Let those hip flexors release. Soften in your forehead and your eyelids. Take a breath that you notice. And clear that breath out. One more time here. Take a deep breath. And let that go. Gently come back through center. Peel that left hand out. Use an inhale to squeeze those shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, roll down and back. Open up that chest. This time, bring your fingers to interlace at your low back. Interlacing your pointer fingers, your thumbs, or all of your fingers, and pressing those knuckles back behind you. You can press them down towards the ground or straight back. Just settling into a stretch that feels good for you. And steady your breath. Soften all those muscles in your face. Release your jaw. Release those hips. And maybe tucking your chin down to your chest if that feels good, or bowing forward. Remembering it doesn't have to be forced to be effective, so maybe allowing just a little bit more of that ease. Take a deep breath in and sigh that out. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Take a breath in and breathe out. And come back through center. Turn to look over your right shoulder now. Take a breath in and an easy breath out. Come back through center. Take one full breath in and sigh that out. Gently release your hands, reach your arms up high on a big breath in. And cactus those arms with your breath out. Draw your shoulder blades together on your spine. Feel that opening in your chest, your upper back, and spread your fingers wide. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Extend your arms out wide into a T shape. Pull your hands back, opening up that chest. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take one more breath here. And on your exhale, bring that right hand to your left knee. Use your next breath in when it comes to reach that left arm straight up high. And on your exhale, leaning to the right, feeling that stretch in your left side body. And using the press of your right hand into your left knee to anchor yourself. Create space between your collarbones and your ears, so releasing any crunching up between the shoulders and the ears and your neck. Take a breath in. Easy breath out. Do that again. Deep breath. And clear that out. On your next inhale, when it comes, engage your core to rise back up through center. On your exhale, twist to the left, grounding those left fingertips down behind your left hip. Use your inhale to grow tall through your spine. And on your exhale, engage the core to twist just a little bit deeper. Steady your breath. Lightly press down with your tailbone. Soften around the hips. And grow tall through your spine, feeling your heart lift up through your chest, shoulders drawing back. Take one full breath in. Stay for a full breath out. And on your inhale, come back through center. Reach both arms up high. On your exhale, cactus the arms, open up that chest. Draw your shoulders back. Take one full breath here. And sigh that out. On your inhale, extend your arms wide, T-shape. Spread your palms, your fingers out wide. And sigh that breath out. Take one breath in. And on your exhale, bring that left hand to your right knee. On your next breath in, when it comes, reach your right arm up high. On the exhale, lean to the left. Feeling that stretch through your right side body now. Allow your neck to elongate away from your collarbones. And keeping that right shoulder plugged into your collarbones so it's not crunching up towards the ear. Take a breath in. Lean into that breath out. Do that again. Deep breath. Full breath out. On your next inhale, engage the core to rise back up through center. And on your exhale, twist to the right. Lightly dropping those right fingertips down to the ground, keeping little to no weight in that back hand. Use your next inhale to lengthen up through your spine. And on your exhale, engage the core to twist just a little bit deeper. Allow your shoulders to draw together on your back, keeping an open heart, open chest, lifting up through your heart and the crown of your head. And softening again in those hips if they've picked up any tension. Take one full breath in. Stay for a full breath out. On your inhale, come back through center. Reach those arms up high. On your exhale, bring palms to touch. Draw your hands down to heart center. Take a slow, full breath in. And a full breath out. Gently release your hands. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. Maybe taking some windshield wipers just to unwind the hips. When you're ready, step your right foot across your left thigh, so coming to the outside of that left leg. Option to keep this left leg extended long, or bend your left heel to your right hip, so left leg bending to the right. Create a tall spine, and when you're ready, twist to the right, either wrapping that left arm around your right leg or crossing your left arm over your right thigh. Right fingertips can walk back behind you until you feel that opening in your right shoulder. If you'd like to take a half bind, you can wrap that right arm behind your back into your left hip. And if you want to play with the full bind, you'll keep that right hand wrapped around the left hip. Wiggle this left arm under the right knee and meet the right fingertips at your left hip. And if this is not within your flexibility, remember, no need to force, but maybe just something to work towards. Wherever you're at, steady your breath. Allow that left leg to relax, releasing your left hip and glute muscle. Keeping that opening in the chest. And lightly engaging the core to deepen your twist. Check in with your body. Take a full breath that you notice. Soften with this breath out. Do that one more time. Nice deep breath in. And a full breath out. On your inhale, gently unwind back through center. Extend your legs out long, maybe shaking them out a little bit, or windshield wipering your knees side to side to release. And when you're ready, switching sides, stepping that left foot across your right thigh. Option to keep the right leg extended long or bend that right heel to the outside of your left hip. This time turning into a twist to the left, so either wrapping that right arm around your left leg or crossing your right arm over the left thigh. Left fingertips can walk behind you, keeping little to no weight in that left hand. Allowing your shoulders to gently open onto your back and lifting up through your heart, growing tall through the crown of your head. On an inhale, lengthen up through your spine. And on your exhale, engage the core to twist deeper. Option to take that half or full bind here if it's calling you. Steady that breath. Release all the muscles in your face and your jaw. Allow that right leg to fully release from your glute and your hip to your hamstring. Notice what feels good in your body. Bring your awareness to what feels good, what feels right. Notice what you feel releasing. Nice full breath that you notice. And soften just a little bit more with this breath out. Do that one more time. Deep breath in. And clear that out. Gently unwind back through center. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. Maybe taking those windshield wipers with your scooch over to the left edge of your mat. Bring your right foot to your inner left thigh. Turn your upper body to face your right knee. Your left hand can come to your left leg or the ground inside of your left leg. And when you are ready, take that right arm up and over your right ear, reaching towards that left foot into a side stretch. Steady your breath. Gently press that right hip down into the ground. Letting your shoulders roll down your back, creating space between your collarbones and your ears. Take a breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, when it comes, engage your core to rise back up through center. Plant that right hand behind your right hip. Stargazer, lift onto your right knee. Open up your chest towards the sky. Let that left shoulder peel onto your back. Spread your fingers wide on both hands. Let your neck and your head release. Steady that breath. Actively press down through everything touching the ground. And engage those glutes to lift your hips up high. Notice what feels good in your body. Notice where you feel strong. Take a full body breath in. And clear that breath out. One more deep breath here. And on your exhale, slowly, gently lower back down to the earth, taking your time. Extend that right leg out long and scooch on over to the right edge of your mat this time. Bringing that left foot to your inner right thigh and turning to face your right knee with your upper body. Right hand can come to your right leg or the ground inside of it. And when you're ready, take that side stretch by reaching your left arm up and over your left ear towards your right toes. And steady your breath. Lightly press that left hip down into the ground, anchoring your side stretch. Elongate all the way through your fingertips. Take a full breath in. And an easy breath out. On your next inhale, engage the core to rise back up through center. Plant that left hand behind you, Stargazer. Lift onto your left knee. Expand across your chest. Let that right shoulder open onto your back. Spread your fingers out wide. Engage your glute muscles to lift those hips up high and let your head drop heavy. Take a full body breath in. And a full breath out. One more deep breath here. And slowly, gently lower with your exhale. Extend your left leg back out long. Go ahead and shake those legs out. Take your feet wide apart. And as you're ready, start to walk your hands out in front of you, coming into a wide leg forward fold, focusing more on the length in your spine than the depth of your fold. Keeping your toes either flexed or pointed, doesn't matter which, maybe going back and forth between both. Just keeping those feet active to activate the stretch in your calves. Let your heart lead. And avoid any hunching or rounding over in the spine or the shoulders to create a deeper stretch. Just focusing on that length in the spine. Maybe swaying your spine side to side a little bit if it feels good. Steady your breath for a few cycles here. Take one full breath in. And bow with that breath out. And gently walk yourself back up into a seat. Swing your legs back in front of you. Bend your knees. Plant your feet about hip-width distance. Plant your palms just behind your hips. Fingers facing towards your hips. Reverse tabletop. Send your hips up. Drop your head back. Freedom to keep a bend in your elbows. Let your neck release. Press down into your feet and your palms and engage your glutes to lift your hips. Allow that opening in your chest by lifting your thoracic spine up through your chest. Maybe rocking a little forward and back if it feels good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Press into those heels. And take one more breath here. And slowly, gently lower with your exhale. Extend your legs back out long. Bend your right heel to the outside of your right hip. And you don't have to tuck that heel all the way into the right hip. You can have a little wider bend if that works better for you. Just creating a stretch around your knee and the top of the right quad. Freedom to stay sitting tall if you're getting a good enough stretch here. Otherwise, you can start to walk yourself back, maybe just bending the elbows and resting back a little bit, or maybe just bending the elbows and resting back a little bit, or maybe coming all the way down onto your forearms or all the way onto your back. Settling into a place where you're getting a good stretch, but also able to rest with ease. So not forcing the stretch so deep that it causes strain for your body. Allow your neck to relax, maybe dropping your chin to your chest or dropping your head back, whatever feels best for you. And steady your breath here. Release the muscles in your glutes and your hip flexors. Let your hip bones sink heavy. Allow that right leg to fully release. Letting go of your hamstring and your ankle. And can you slow and deepen each cycle of breath? Just really slowing it down, sending that message, that signal to your nervous system and your body that it's safe to relax. Take a deep breath that you notice. And let a little something go with this breath out. Do that one more time. Nice easy breath in. And clear that breath out. To come out very gently, shift your weight to your left hip, taking all the weight off of that right leg and then kicking it out long. And then we'll switch sides, bending your left heel now to the outside of your left hip. And freedom to walk yourself back, coming onto your forearms or all the way down onto your back if that feels safe in your body. Connect with your breath wherever you're at. Allow that right leg to fully release, letting go of your glute and your hip muscle, softening in your hamstring. Release your tailbone. Let go in your belly. Soften all those little muscles in your face and your neck, and steady that breath. The full breath that you notice. Soften just a little bit more with that breath out. And do that one more time. Nice deep breath here. And clear that out. To come out very gently, shifting your weight onto that right hip, extending that left leg out long. Feel free to shake your legs out just a little bit if you'd like to. And I'll give you 3 options for a hip opener here. Option 1, double pigeon. You'll stack that right shin over top of your left, trying to stack knee over heel. And that may not be how it looks in your body. Your heel might be more over top of your shin, and always the option to place a pillow or something soft between your ankle and your bottom leg, or maybe a pillow or a block underneath that right knee. Option 2, half pigeon. Cross that right shin out in front of you. And again, it may not look exactly like this. Your heel might be closer to your left hip rather than that right shin being parallel right out in front of you. And third option, reclined pigeon. Coming onto your back and crossing that right ankle over your left thigh. Your left foot can stay planted on the ground, and you can gently press that right knee away from you, or you can hug your legs into your chest by wrapping your hands around the back of that left thigh or your left shin. So settling into whatever position of your choice. And as you settle into stillness, bring your awareness back to your breath. Creating that deep, steady, rhythmic breath. That breath that sends a signal to your nervous system that it's safe to relax, sending the message to your body that it's safe to release, to let go. Allow your shoulders to soften. Letting go of all those little muscles in your face, your jaw, your neck. Releasing any extra tension or resistance holding on in those hips. Letting go of your glute muscles. Softening around the belly. And can you use your breath to cultivate that place of stillness, that place of ease within, even amidst discomfort, even amongst a challenge, amongst noise. Check in with your body. Notice if there's anywhere you can let go just a little bit more. Any tension in the physical body, in the mind. Releasing anything that's not serving your benefit. Take a deeper breath that you notice. Soften even more with this breath out. And do that one more time. Nice full breath here. And clear that out. Very gently begin to unwind from whatever position you're in. Taking a moment to release in whatever way feels good for you. You can take some windshield wipers, drop your knees side to side, or just shake your legs out. And whenever you're ready, finding your way to your left side, to your position of choice. Slowly finding yourself into a still position. And bringing your awareness back to your breath. Gently begin letting go of any of the extra tensions or efforts in your body that are not serving you. Allow all those little muscles in your face, your jaw, and your neck to release. Let those shoulders soften onto your back. Release any tension or resistance in your hip flexors, your glute muscles. Letting those hamstrings get a little heavier. Check in with your breath. And giving yourself the grace anytime that you notice that you've trailed off into the mind, for instant forgiveness. To let it go, come back to the breath, get present, and begin again. Take a little deeper breath that you notice. And let something go with this breath out. Take one more round just like that. Nice full breath in. And clear that breath out. And very gently begin to unwind from whatever position you're in. Taking any releasing movements. Windshield wipering the knees. Stretching those legs out long. Whatever you need. And if you're not on the ground already, finding your way all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Maybe gently rocking side to side to release the spine. When you're ready, take your knees wide apart. Hands can come to the tops of the shins or your knees. And still hugging the knees in towards the body, just lightly, opening up that space between your hamstrings to take your legs wide apart. Steady your breath. Allow your whole spine to release on the ground, softening from the back of your neck all the way down to your tailbone, letting those hip bones get heavy, releasing the hip flexors and softening your belly. Option to rotate your knees in towards each other if that feels good. Taking as big or as small of rotations at whatever pace feels good for you. Option to stay here or take happy baby. Grabbing the outer edges of your feet, drawing those knees down towards the side bodies. Flexing your toes down towards your knees. And if you're in that happy baby, draw your tailbone down towards the ground to really lengthen out your low spine. Allow your shoulder blades to soften down onto the ground. Feel free to take any movements that feel good, maybe rocking side to side or stretching your legs out long, one and then the other. Allowing yourself to bring awareness to what feels good in whatever position you're in. Settling into that place of feeling good. Take one full breath wherever you're at. Stay for a full breath out. And very gently release your feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Maybe a little rock side to side to release. When you are ready, drop your knees to the left for a supine twist. Option to look over your right shoulder and make sure that right shoulder is grounded, so anchored into the ground. If the right shoulder is picking up a little bit, just easing out of the twist to take it back down. Keeping that right shoulder grounded just protects the spine from overextending. Release all those little muscles in your face and your neck. Soften the front side of your chest and allow your shoulders to melt beneath you. Sinking a little bit heavier into that left side hip. Take a breath that you notice. Sink heavy with this breath out. On your next inhale, engage the core to come back up through center. Take your twist over to the right. Making sure that left shoulder stays anchored down this time. Taking these first few moments to gently release all of the extra tension or effort in your body. Softening all the muscles in your neck. Releasing your shoulders. Sinking heavy into that right side hip. Allow yourself to be supported by the ground beneath you. Take a breath that you notice. And sink a little heavier with this breath out. On your next inhale, engage the core to come back up through center. Send your heels up towards the sky. Option to stay here, and you can allow your knees to bend as much as you like. The point is not to lock out the legs. The point for this inversion is to allow the blood to flow from your feet, your legs, all the way back into your heart, towards your brain, giving a nice little break for your nervous system. Option to place a block at your low back or a pillow to raise those hips up off of the ground a little bit. Option to take shoulder stand if you'd like to. Walking your hands up your back towards the shoulders and working towards stacking heels over knees, over hips in one line. If you're in shoulder stand, feel free to play around with scissoring the legs to stretch out your hip flexors, or moving into plow pose, dropping the feet over your head. Freedom to progress into death yogi, drawing knees towards the ears. Taking any progression that feels good for you. And if at any time you feel called to make your way back down to the earth, freedom to do so. Taking that steady breath with you for just a few more cycles here. Very gently now, begin to find your way back down to the earth, taking it one vertebrae at a time if you're in that plow pose or shoulder stand, and landing in Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, let those knees drop out wide, and if it feels right, I'll invite you to place that left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly. Feeling that connection between your breath and your body. With every rise and fall of your chest and belly. Slowly begin releasing all of the effort in your body. Letting the back of your head get heavy. Releasing your entire spine from the back of your neck all the way down to your tailbone. Getting heavy in those hip bones. Releasing your glutes and your hamstrings. Softening all the little muscles in your face, your jaw. Bringing that softness through the front side of your chest and your belly. Freedom to stay exactly as you are now, or begin to find your way into your final resting pose of choice. Feel free to stretch out, take up space, sink fully into the support of the ground beneath you. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm and release all of your efforts. Soften at the soles of your feet, bringing that softness over the tops of your feet and your ankles, releasing your shins, the backs of your calves, letting go on the backs of your knees and softening the tops of your knees, letting go and softening in your quads, your hamstrings, releasing in your hips, your glutes, letting go in your belly, releasing and softening in your whole backside, Softening in the chest. And releasing all the way down your arms into your palms and your fingertips. Softening all four sides of your neck. Relaxing and letting go all of your little facial muscles, your temples, all the way up to the crown of your head. Fully letting go. Drift softly into that sweet place of surrender. Savasana. Begin to draw your awareness back into your physical body, inviting some gentle movement, wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe rocking your head side to side, bringing life back into your body. Reach your arms up over your head. Take a full body stretch. Maybe letting your spine lift up off of the ground. Take a deep breath in. And sigh that out. And gently rolling onto your left side, fetal position. Curling up comfy, just like you might lay in bed. Letting your head rest on that left arm. I'll invite you to take just a few moments here before walking away from your practice today to check in with your body, mental and physical. Notice how you feel. Notice anything that's shifted from the time that you landed on your mat today. Honoring any of the insights that came through your practice. Celebrating any of those moments of progress. And honoring yourself for showing up for this practice. A practice that nurtures you, your mind, your body, and your spirit, and allows you to show up in a better way for the rest of your life. As you're ready, come to a comfortable seat. Draw your hands together at heart center. And taking these last few moments to seal the practice with gratitude. Sending deep love and appreciation into our physical bodies for the blessings that they are, for all that they allow us to do. Holding deep love and appreciation for this practice that teaches, heals, restores, and empowers. Sending that same love and appreciation back into the world around you. Take a breath that you notice and let that go. Namaste. Thank you for showing up for your practice today. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice with you. Be sure to follow Botanic Body Yoga on YouTube and all platforms on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date with new content. Check out my website, botanicbod.yoga, to stay up to date with retreats, events, ceremonies all over the world and tap into our resources. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.